Hello, party people.
Hey.
What is up, everybody?
Welcome once again to another episode of Worcestery Council Theatre 3000. We are in week 2 of a new council, and guess what? It fucking blows.
Yep.
A little different here tonight. Bill has a little bit of a presentation that he wants to share with us. Bill, do you want us to react during this? Do you want us to stay silent and respectful? How are we handling this?
Yeah, no, let's we can react to it. This is I gave the presentation officially earlier today, so it doesn't have to be studio perfect or anything. And I think it'd be fun to have people react to it and stuff. So what I'm going to present is what I presented to my entrepreneurial journalism creators program earlier today, and it is a PowerPoint presentation that I put together about Rewind video. And yeah, I guess we can just start it now. I mean, it's going to take about 5 minutes, and then that'll bring us right about Star Spangled Banner time, I guess. So let me figure this out. Check this out. I got a new computer, new camera. I'm feeling spiffy, feeling great. I might have good audio and video for the first time in the 3 years of this program. And I think that's just growth, that's just growth, baby. So here, I'm going to add my PowerPoint to the stage. Look at that. Okay. Perfect. All right. So this is Rewind Video Store. Saving local journalism, one movie at a time. The cinematic trailer. Live performance. Pretend I have a cool, deep movie trailer voice. In a time when local journalism is dying. And it isn't just dying. It's being killed. And the people killing it have names and addresses, but might actually be the most powerful people on earth. And perhaps related, what they're doing is completely legal. And the legality is a bipartisan consensus. And no one can do anything to stop it. And no one is coming to save us. What if we tried funding local journalism with a video store? Why not? What else is working? Who has a better idea? Sometimes, to see a path to the future, we must look to the past. What made the video store work is what everyone in local journalism is trying to figure out. Membership, community, practical value. So what is Rewind Video Store? Let's see.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Delicious things to eat. The popcorn can't be beat.
That played weird, huh? It was like double audio.
Slightly.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, moving on. I guess I just can't do this presentation right. Rewind is a small storefront DVD rental shop, and it's fully functional as such. We've had thousands of movies donated, many of which are not on streaming. It's located at the busy corner of a dense neighborhood down the street from Worcester State University. There's an arcade on one side and a Greek grocery store on the other. Soon there'll be a coffee shop next door, which is very exciting. But it's also a front. Behind the store is a journalism nonprofit, the Worcester Community Media Foundation. We take grants and donations we get, and we pay people to write, report, and take pictures. We host open newsroom events, bringing the community into the pitching process. We hold workshops on local reporting and news literacy. For example, we're waiting to hear back from local arts council funding for a people's history of I-290, what the city sacrificed when it put a highway straight through the middle of its urban core in the 60s. This will be a group project. With the foundation, we plan to support such real, homegrown, local journalism. And we're doing it in a mid-sized working-class city, which is endlessly interesting. I couldn't help but make this slide super busy because there's just so much to say. I'm not going to get into all of it, but I shared this on social media the other day. You know, you guys know I could nerd out about Worcester all day, but I'll spare you. And I spared my class earlier today. Worcester rocks. It's a scrappy reporter's dream. So how does this all work? It's a three-pronged approach. Worcester Sucks and I Love It publishes local journalism and directs motivated readers to participate in Rewind events. Rewind provides the physical space to recruit, train, and organize local journalists and hash out stories. It also generates funding for the Worcester Community Media Foundation via store memberships. The foundation pays people for their work, which is placed in local outlets, like Worcester Sucks or anywhere else. How do we get here? In 2020, I quit my job as a features reporter and columnist at Worcester Magazine, the city's one-time alt-weekly voice, and one of the many victims of venture capital's destruction of the industry. On the same day, I launched Worcester Sucks and I Love It, a newsletter which expands on the scrappy, irreverent, alt-weekly columnist work I'd done at Worcester Magazine. And it worked. I've hit an almost comfortable living without paywalling any content or offering any perks. I could keep doing this forever, and I plan to, but I don't want to stop there. It's time to build the alt weekly of the future with a storefront, a Substack, a Patreon page where members will be provided exclusive content like an events calendar, city guides, and brief news rundowns, a Twitch stream, which you're watching right now, a great core team, and a vision for what the alt weekly of the future looks like. Over the past 6 months, we have opened the store, staffing several days a week with core members and volunteers. We have launched the Patreon. We have put on a couple events, some good, some bad, but you know, we're learning. We've raised grant funding, $8,000 from the Greater Worcester Community Foundation, and several thousand other dollars in private donations. And we've built up our Patreon membership. We are looking to get to 100 members is our goal right now. We're at about 30. At 100, the store is pretty much self-sustaining. So we've done a lot. There's a lot more we want to do. In a perfect world, the store is self-sustaining. 200 members, we're paying staff for the time, and at 300, we're contributing steady money to the fund. The Worcester Community Media Foundation has a full newsroom. This will probably take years and a significant amount of grant funding, but a boy can dream. In the meantime, we fund aggressive and daring work through the foundation that people wouldn't otherwise have the time or resources to do. We pull new talent from unexpected places through our workshops and other events. We become the true voice of the community, and we build an institution that doesn't belly up in a couple of years, that actually sticks around. And we do this whole thing just purely for the goal of sticking around. We are not aiming for crazy growth. We're aiming for slow, steady, and sustainable growth. And we don't get there without you. So join the Rewind Video Club, and you can get yourself one of these real deal physical membership cards. You can check out DVDs and get access to all of our Patreon content at patreon.com/rewindvideo, or you could donate or sign up to be a volunteer. And then you can become a member of Pretend I Have a Deep Movie Trailer Voice, a ragtag group of true believers in a news-starved working-class city in Massachusetts who've thrown caution to the wind as they try to save local journalism one movie at a time. Thank you. That was my presentation, everybody. What did everyone think?
That was beautiful.